Lots of forces conspiring together. I went through a lot on that run actually. We made it to Bali. We left Dubai, not because we felt we needed to. I think the government's done an amazing job. Felt super safe there, life was normal. But we did get out and there has been some more drones falling. There was some on actual Dubai airport, I think, this morning. So it's not good, but the reason we got out is because we need to meet our design team here. I think they're close to Canggu. And then after this, we're going to Japan to meet the factories that are doing the next line of the RIZKIA glasses. And then I've got to get to, where am I going? Arizona. For an event with Goodwin, and then Cape Town for my brother's wedding. So we took an opportunity to get out. We're here for 2 weeks. Yeah, the plan while we're here, training is still like number one outside of like all the work we're doing with RIZKIA. We've been here for, what's this, our third day. So we kind of know where we're going now. We go to Bamboo Gym a lot, which is nice. I know a few spots that we can eat at. Dean's been here before, so is Grayson, so that's great. Here's the chaos. Staircase is pretty sick. We're just down the road from Cashew Tree, which a lot of people know, and somewhere we kind of go for breakfast most days. It is rainy season, but we've only seen a bit of it, and I like tropical rain. I can't wait for it to be raining outside while we're running. But obviously the outside space is really nice.
Running's been fun.
Running has been fun. Yeah, did a good session. Yeah, we did a good run the morning after we arrived. I'm still hitting all the Cooper sessions. Today I felt really good after having a troublesome week last week. I felt good today. What did I do? I did a 5-minute warm up at easy pace, 10K at 4:01, and then 5 lots of 30-second hill sprints. I felt strong. This is my room.
Senior Will.
Senior Will's room. I've got a bath.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've got a
That's why I
bath.
haven't been in here.
Yeah, not that. I haven't been really using it. But I'll show you how much. Like, our life is sometimes chaotic. I love order, and this pretty much summarizes the order I like. Socks, and these are just the ones I would wear that aren't athletic, alongside underwear. And then I've got nice one. And then I've got like my kit by brand and underwear that I wear for running, and then workout socks. Yeah, I don't need to show you the rest, but this is how I live. As soon as I arrive anywhere, if I'm there for more than literally one night, I unpack everything. But we've also bought stuff for Japan. I put up a post of like the weather and everywhere we're going. It's pretty all over the place.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about being here and like training wise, obviously Dubai is warm and dry, which is pretty good because apparently London's going to have some kind of crazy fucking long summer, or spring's going to hit early. So the London Marathon could be hot, but also thinking about Keys 100, Florida, humid as fuck. Doing my training here will help me adapt to that early, which I think is good. And obviously Bali's a beautiful place, nice energy. So yeah. Plans while we're here, train, work. Oh, we're going to do a cool trail event, which I'm excited about. And here's G-Man.
What up, G-Man?
With the dude.
Hey guys, I will be your host while you're here in Bali. So anything you need, if you need glasses, I've got glasses. That's about it for now.
That's all we need.
That's all we need, mate. We just need you.
Yeah, good to be here, homies. Good to be back with the boys. Last time I saw my bro, his business wasn't launched yet, and I've seen the journey he's taken to get it. How long has it been?
It's been over 2 years. Yeah. That's when I first had the idea.
Yeah, we sat in the Soho house chatting about the ideas.
Shoreditch one, wasn't it?
Shoreditch house, and here we are, baby.
Here we are.
I've got some mad shades.
Got some product.
I'm rocking them, and they feel beautiful and amazing, and I do love my glasses.
There you go.
So,
Been cracking?
Resting. Yeah, I had a lot of sleep in like a 24-hour period. I think it was the quarterly. Been pushing pretty hard since Jan.
Yeah.
Since I stopped drinking. Drinking's sometimes hard work, but yeah, obviously all fronts. RIZKIA launching. Straight back into training for loads of shit. Travel's increased past where I wanted it to, but kind of stuck by opportunity and necessity, I guess. So yeah, it's Sunday today, isn't it? Yeah, Friday the 13th. I was down and out. I slept for like 7-8 hours overnight, and then I woke up, read some of this book I'm writing, and then fell asleep for, I think it was 3 hours and 20 minutes or something. Woke up, ate something, then had another nap of like 1 hour and 20, and then I woke up and I was like, oh no, I'm never going to sleep. And then I went to bed at 8 and I slept for, I think it was like 10 hours overnight. So yeah, did an easy run yesterday. I just pushed all my sessions, so today I've got it's 2 times 8k at marathon goal pace, so 3:55 I think it is. It's like maybe a 5k warm up, and then I think it's 2k easy between those 2 8ks.
Oh. Well, you're deep in it.
Yeah, I'm over half. My favourite book is The
Alchemist.
Alchemist. My head's burnt. This was one of the recommendations after reading it. The Celestine Prophecy. It's pretty good. I'm not like super spiritual myself, but I don't mind reading. But The Alchemist is sick because it made me feel like all the life choices I've made, not all of them have been good, but they've all come together to. It made me confident about what I've always been doing, which is living pretty freely and trusting that it would all just kind of work itself out, leading with good intention but not being scared. And this is pretty good too. Yeah, I'm over halfway through. Two in one shorts. I've never found a decent pair. I'll always just wear some kind of underwear underneath, or nothing at all. I don't know what brands are doing with them, but whatever they use as the liner does not agree with me, and it gives me more chafing than I would if I just wasn't wearing anything, to be honest. And these are a great pair of shorts from Adidas, but the line is the same as the rest of them. No bueno. So I'm cutting them out, and I'll just wear undies under them, I have to say, for this intense session, and kind of saved it for late on Sunday. See how we go. Been napping again today. Muy bien. That great pair of shorts, fixed. Now they have no liner in, so you really do have to be wearing undies, otherwise you'll be in trouble.
You're flopping around.
You would be flopping around in those. You might be flopping out too. Can't have that. Random pair of undies? Look at that. Fixed. That's the session. So it's 2 pushes of 8k at goal marathon pace. So it will be hard. But it should be steady. Like from the efforts they give, they're saying like 5 out of 10, but I'm not fast enough to run a 2:45 right now. So for me, it'd probably be more like 7, 8. But I have had issues where it's been longer distances or time at faster paces, but those paces that have troubled me have been more like the 3:42s, 3:32s. And given earlier this week I did 10k at, I think it was like 4:01 on the treadmill, and I felt good on that before doing the hills. I'm going into this feeling pretty confident. A couple more toenails have gone. Ugh.
Show us them.
That one came off straight. That one was nice. It was actually green. I've never seen like a toe toenail go green before, and then this one's a bit of a half job. Still got a bit up there. Yeah, looking good, aren't they? I'm pretty sure this has been crushed. I still can't bend it and it still hurts. Might need to get that x-rayed at some point. That one's fucked.
Hey, you know,
This is the game, I guess.
can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Lots of forces conspiring together. I went through a lot on that run actually. Dean was passenger, he had no idea what was going on.
I figured you were having a hard time at the end there.
No, it was good.
It's my business to stay out.
Yeah, so a lot of things conspiring together. It's like, it's Mother's Day today. It was Friday the 13th when I was down and out for all that time. I love bad luck, or at least I think it's kind of bullshit. And when things should be tough, I like to make them tougher anyway. Had a good call with Grayson, who I think knows me often better than I know myself, or he notices things. And then when we have a conversation, I kind of agree. Something's not everything, but I'm like, yeah, you kind of noticed something that was going on in the background. It wasn't at the forefront of my mind. And last week, well, after like the DNF at, what's it called? The Vegas thing. Like last week should have been a good week of training and I basically failed 2 sessions. And since the beginning of the year I tried to change things up quite a lot. Like I admire people like Jake Dearden so much because he is 100% fully committed, doing everything he can to get like an extra fucking 0.1%, same as like Drew at Hames. Gangster. But I'm not like them, and I think I've been putting so much stress on myself from like not just the training, but like RIZKIA as well. Writing this book, I'm fucking up early, not sleeping well, and then I'm grinding throughout the day, getting my session done, and then I'm like turning off the laptop at 10 o'clock, maybe it's 11 o'clock, and I'm full on in all those things. From the beginning of the year, I've basically given up booze, cigs, women, anything else extracurricular, and in all my successes and everything I've done, yes, there's times I switch it on, like pre-Australia, switch it on, but that was like maybe 6 months we were in Cape Town, but along the way I still had like fun. We went out in Japan and got absolutely lit. And I'm not saying it's like a great thing, but for my mind and how I do things and how I get like the most out of life and then successful, I don't feel like I can be that what's the right phrase, like the fucking stand-up guy, the guy that you should probably listen to and do all the things. Grayson said earlier, it's like the Michael Jordan or who's the fucking other guy at the Bulls, you'll know, I love.
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, obviously, who's the other guy, the defensive guy?
Oh, Rodman.
Rodman. Fucking Rodman.
My bad.
Like, Rodman was his own guy, he got managed in his own way, which is why he was successful. He wasn't the most dedicated to training all the time, but when it came to the fucking game, he was there and he was doing it. So, yeah, I just kind of went through it that run. Conversation with Grayson was making me think about it, but I'm not saying I'm going to go and now get wrecked. No, not really any chance, but like, yeah, I need to tone some things down. And the interesting thing was this week, I picked up not a lot of those vices, like I probably had 6 cigarettes since I arrived. Yesterday it was happy hour at this beach I was at. I had 2 Long Island iced teas, I had what's the pina colada, fucking love those, you're on holiday. 2 bintangs, 2 gin and tonics, maybe 4 cigs at the beach, and then did this session today or not. Does that make sense? No, but I feel like I'm getting stressed from so much other stuff that it's taken away from my training. Whereas when I go back to who I am and what's made me successful, just do things the fucking way I want to do it, I have less stress, I feel better, I get a job done, and that's my realisation in not a too articulate way. Right, now I've overcome that little battle and figuring out once again how my brain ticks and what works for me. This is the first episode of the hunt for 2:45 at London Marathon. I'm excited about it. The reason for it is I ran a 2:50 unofficially. That was during COVID, so it doesn't count, but I feel like I can run fast enough, especially if I'm doing good training sessions. I've never trained properly, like done an entire block for a marathon, and even though this one isn't ideal, obviously with the attempted 100 miler, and it not being like 16 weeks, which I guess a lot of people would naturally do, when you have a base of being able to do big mileage like me, you don't actually need to do such a long block. So working with Cooper so far has been amazing, and the last 2 weeks have really ramped up doing a lot more speed work throughout the week. So there'll be like 3 sessions that include some kind of speed work or out and out like intervals. I've been really liking it. I've hit every session so far, as in I've attempted every session. There was just 1 week, which was also part of that build up to me losing the plot, where it didn't go to plan. And I was pretty down about that. I was like, is 2:45 going to be too fast? It still might be. You never actually know. I don't know until the day. But after that session, that realization, dropping the pressure off of, trying to be perfect, which I can't be, for my sanity at least. I feel like a weight's lifted off, and the sessions since have all been meant like I feel good. And I also have to consider the fact that we're in Bali. It's humid as fuck even when you're inside with some aircon or a fan. So this is actually tougher than it will be when we get to London, and I'm especially looking forward to next week. We're going to be in Japan. That's a RIZKIA mission, another one, but it's spring there. It's going to be a lot cooler, so I'll feel the sessions as to what they might feel like in London. London could still be warm, but it's not going to be humid. So that's where we're at. I'm excited about it. I feel good about it. I feel confident. The race to 2:45. That's what we're up to. 11k is easy. I think it's 11k. We've ramped up. We don't do 10s anymore. We do 11s. And I've dropped at 4:42s. Based off of when I do the longer stuff, it's actually quite challenging to keep that. And I need to put a premise on when the faster sessions come that I can bash them out. Doesn't mean I'm going much slower, but I'm not looking at the watch too much. Here is way more hilly than Dubai. Like that first run we did had like 260 meters of gain. I didn't do that over the previous 4 weeks. Outside of doing the 43 miles or whatever I did. So yeah, it's just short of 11 and a half. Call it an hour. And when I did one the other day, I did it off effort pace, and my effort pace was like 4:50 anyway. So that's saying what the pace would be like if it was flat. But it ain't.
But it ain't.
Make as much noise as you want today, because tomorrow's different from that. Amazing dude, so you'll be happy to answer some of your questions. They bought you some coconuts, so everyone gets a coconut after, and there'll be a little draw for some sunglasses, so stick around for that. What's up, everyone? For those of you who don't know me, I basically run really fucking fun as my profession, which is a blessing, because I never planned on this being a thing. And myself and Dean created a performance eyewear company. I felt like someone was missing in the market, where what I really see you guys doing at Flower Boy is you kind of mix fashion and also running. And being with you guys for our first ever event is an absolute honour and a privilege. Afterwards we're going to do a little Q&A. If you've got any questions about ultra running or parties, I'll answer them all honestly. So yeah, I'm just glad to be here, and a special shout out to Maya as well. She's been a real good
As usual, to slow you guys down, I'll read you a little poem.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Will at this one, so. It's not a love poem, maybe. All right, it says, some people run to the store. Others run across a country. Social media sells us the dream, but rarely the in-between. Anything is possible, but to fly, you must have a why. A purpose greater than ourselves. We must dig deep, for if the reason is solid, the how becomes easy.
Between you, you have to police yourselves. No fighting.
What do you got him doing?
Rock, paper, scissors. It's better than any chill amount I've ever made. 10 out of 10 this is.
Doesn't he want to take a break to talk?